So, if we look for the cause of this planetary destruction, what would we find? We would find a global civilization created by the human mind. A mind that has evolved to have the ability to reflect back on ourselves, to take stock of our own existence. A mind able to discover quantum physics, explore outer space, and peer into our own DNA. But beyond our stunning intellectual and technological advances, we would also see our large-scale impact on our home. Will we find a larger story that needs to be told? A human story. And more so than that, a global understanding that takes into account who we are and the state of our relationship to this planet, our only home.
Global warming, or none like it hot. You're probably wondering why your ice cream went away. Well, Susie, the culprit isn't foreigners, it's global warming.
Global Wapu?
Yeah. Meet Mr. Sunbeam. He comes all the way from the sun to visit Earth.
Hello, Earth. Just popping in to brighten your day. La 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 la. And now, I'll be on my way.
Not so fast, Sunbeam. We're greenhouse gases. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh! Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh, God, it hurts!
Pretty soon, Earth is chock full of sunbeams. They're rotting corpses heating our atmosphere.
How do we get rid of the greenhouse gases?
Fortunately, our handsomest politicians came up with a cheap, last-minute way to combat global warming. Ever since 2063, we simply drop a giant ice cube into the ocean every now and then.
Just like Daddy puts in his drink every morning. And then he gets mad.
Of course, since the greenhouse gases are still building up, it takes more and more ice each time. Thus, solving the problem once and for all.
But
Once and for all!
In the past 2.5 million years, the Earth's climate has changed at an unprecedented rate. In the last century, the climate's temperature have risen unusually fast, about 1.2 to 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Scientists believe it's human activity that's driving the temperature up by a process known as global warming. Since the beginning of Industrial Revolution, batteries, power plants, and eventually cars have burned fossil fuels such as oil and coal, releasing huge amount of carbon dioxide and the gases near the Earth's surface. These greenhouse gases trap heat near the Earth's surface through a naturally occurring process called greenhouse effect. Evidence for global warming includes a recent string of very warm years, with 1998 being the warmest of them all. Meanwhile, readings taken from ice core show that greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane have hit their highest level in the last century, resulting in faster melting of all the beautiful glaciers present all around the world. Here's taking a real picture. This is Mount Kilimanjaro more than 30 years ago and more recently. And a friend of mine just came back from Kilimanjaro with a picture he took a few months back. Another friend, Lonnie Thompson, studies glaciers. Here's Lonnie with a last silver of a once mighty glaciers. Within the decade, there will be no more snows of Kilimanjaro. This is happening in Glacier National Park. Within 15 years, this will be the park formerly known as Glacier. Here's what is happening to the Columbia Glacier. It just retreats every single year. And it's a shame because these glaciers are so beautiful. But those who go up to see them, here's what they are seeing every day now.
You know, when you look at the history of humanity, it's basically this relationship between the two most complicated systems on Earth, human society and nature. and whether people have in fact lived in a good balance in that regard. And when they don't, they're gone. And at the end of the day, when we all talk about saving the environment, in a way it's misstated, because the environment is going to survive. We're the ones who may not survive, or we may survive in a world that we don't particularly want to live in.
All rubbish!
Everyone loves putting rubbish in the new bins. Of course, once the bins are full, they have to be emptied into bigger bins. And then even bigger bins. Once the land is full, there's a brief flirtation with recycling. But it didn't last, so we filled up the sea. When the sea is full, someone has a brainwave, space is empty. It will make the perfect bin.
What's that twinkling over there?
That, son, is the Tin Can Nebula.
Is that the Milky Way, Dad?
No, that's the White Goods constellation.
Our old camper van's up there.
Oh, a garbage eclipse.
Oh, a rubbish shower. Make a wish.
I wish for good health
And a new car.
Ow! Rubbish storm! Run for your lives!
Watch out for the electromagnetic issue. As a physician, I tell you, it is important. It's more important than you think. Not necessarily because there's any proof that it damages health, but remember, the future isn't about science, it's about emotion. And already there is a lot of emotion about electromagnetic radiation. And you will see more and more papers come out over the next few years which show a direct effect of mobile phone use, heavy mobile phone use, on human cells. You will see, I predict, some papers which will show significant evidence that there may be a small health risk for some people with heavy use. Will I stop using it? No. Will I take my mobile phone away from my children? No. Because the truth is, I think that the risk is very, very small. But remember, the future is about emotion, not necessarily logic. So watch out for that issue and be careful about it.
I think it was the human mind, basically, that threw us out of balance with the rest of nature. The tragedy is that it was the human mind that was the key to our very survival.
With the development in nuclear technology, there came into being nuclear weapons, the most terrible weapon ever known in human history. During World War II, Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki experienced the bloodiest and the biggest massacre in human history. Atom bombs, namely Little Boy and Fat Man, were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, respectively killing lakhs of people. And this was just an insight into what future could be. We need to realize that we are supposed to be answerable to future generations, or else this can happen even bigger.
about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain? What about killing fears? Is there a time? What about all the things that you said was yours and mine? Did you ever stop to notice all the blood we've shed before? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth, this weeping shore?